Welcome to Bcast, Benesch's business law videocast series. This is where we discuss the most topical legal and business issues. In this edition, we're going to be talking to Mark Silberman, partner in Benesch's healthcare and white-collar defense practice groups. Today, host Kevin Margolis is going to talk with Mark about what to do when the government knocks on your door.
Hello, I'm Kevin Margolis, a partner in Benesch's Real Estate and Environmental Practice Group. And I'm here with Mark Silberman, a partner in the firm's healthcare and white-collar crime practice groups. Today we are going to discuss what to do when the government knocks on your door. Mark, what are the most important things a business or professional needs to do at the start of an investigation?
So really the first thing, and whether it is a literal knocking at your door of agents showing up, or whether it is the proverbial when you get a subpoena or something, first thing everyone needs to do is stop, take a deep breath, and just not panic. The most important thing that you can do is coordinate with your counsel early and don't pretend that you can figure this out on your own. Every one of our clients has an expertise, a specialty of what they do, and they have a certain degree of knowledge about the industry in which they're in. What they really need to do is figure out what information is the government looking for, why are they looking for it, and how is the appropriate way either to get it to them or to not get it to them, but to figure that out and to figure out the right way to do it requires working with someone who knows.
So what are the most common mistakes people make at the start of a government investigation?
So the biggest mistake is probably either one, pretending that they don't have a problem when they really do, and the other one is trying to figure it out themselves. A lot of times you will get a phone call where they are about 3, 4, 5 weeks into the process and have already created a situation that is much worse than it could have been if they had figured out the appropriate way to handle it.
What are the biggest mistakes someone can make?
So the best example is basically creating problems that are going to make the government's job easier or is going to make your life much more difficult. The best example would be the Martha Stewart. Everyone stops and thinks about, Martha Stewart having gone to prison for insider trading. What they forget is she was actually found not guilty of that. She went to prison for obstruction of justice because the conclusion was she wasn't honest during the course of an investigation. When you start talking to the government, this is part of an ongoing investigation. And so if you lie to investigators, if you destroy or hide documents, if you do things like that, you can create for yourself a problem where you've done nothing wrong, but now you really do have a problem that will need to be addressed. The one thing I tell people is when the government knocks on your door, whether, again, they've issued a demand for documents or whether they're actually in your home or at your business, they have a lot more information already before they come through the door. And you shouldn't imagine that, let's see what they know what they need to justify their being there.
So if you could just give one piece of advice, what would it be?
Admittedly, while it results in needing someone like me less, as a general rule, avoiding the problem is so much less painful, less expensive, and gives you much better options than if you just wait until the problem develops and try to fix it. The analogy I use is a good friend of mine. She's an oncologist, and we realized we have the same problem. When people wait too long to come to us for help, the choices we have are less pleasant, the options we have and the likelihood of a positive outcome go down. So take that advice and get help early and often.
That's great. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.